To answer your question, brother, Dr. Giggles is right there.
Yes, y'all. What's going on, guys? Yeah, welcome back to shelf number 6 here on my DVD / Blu-ray shelf-by-shelf overview collection, whatever you want to call it, video series. Again, disclaimer, guys, this is just the standard DVDs here. I don't have any of my major favorite companies in here. I have my whole collection separated by companies. These are the companies that I don't collect, so they're all in here. That's why it's a lot of lower budget kind of randomness and stuff like that. Everything is separated, which is over here, so I keep getting questions all the time. Where is this? You don't have this, you don't have this. Most likely I do have it. You know, something like Dr. Giggles. Yes, it's up in the box set, the Twisted Terror Collection box set. So, and yes, there is a lot of box sets and stuff up there, which I have not got to, obviously. So I'm just trying to get through these standardized DVDs. So again, if you're just tuning in for the first time, that's how I do my collection. This is just all standard stuff. Again, DVDs, I have a standard collection of Blu-rays down there, and then I have all my favorite stuff back there from different companies. So again, if you want to ask, that's fine. I'm just saying, you know, if you want to save yourself some typing time, whatever. Anyways, let's get right into this. Here's part 6. We left off with Exists from part 5. Start at number 6 here. Shelf number 6, Exit 101, Halloween Party Massacre. Yes, doesn't that just sound like a winner? Actually, this film is pretty fun. This was released by Worldwide Multimedia. So you know what you're going to get with this. It's going to be super low budget. Yeah, this one's actually, you know, by the title of it, sounds like a slasher film. It's totally not. It's kind of more of an infection film about this group of people that get infected by this random toxic shit. And they go on a killing spree, so they got to figure out, this main character's got to figure out how to, you know, kind of stop the shit. Actually pretty good stuff, man. I actually enjoyed it. Here, I'm just going to throw this up here just so I don't fuck around with this. Next up here is The Exorcism of Emily Rose. This is a film that I never really cared for when it first came out. People have been telling me I need to check it out again, so I found it for $2, and I was like, why not? So I picked it up, grabbed it, whatever, for the collection. I'll watch it again. Exorcismo with Paul Naschy. Really fun exorcism ripoff type film, demon type stuff. I enjoy it, man. If you like Paul Naschy, you know what you're getting yourself into. This one's a little bit different. You know, it's not a werewolf film with Paul Naschy, but, you know, still really good stuff. Next up is The Expelled. Look at the quote on this shit. One of the all-time best slasher films. Really? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I gotta say that is just the reason why Bloody Disgusting gets discredited a lot, because of shit like that. This movie, you know, isn't too bad throughout it, but it just has the worst third act of all time. It totally kills and ruins the whole film. It's just fucking terrible. So, next up here is a film called The Experiment. I'd actually heard pretty good things about this one. This is like a low-budget film about this girl who meets this guy who both share a common bond of having really no memory. They don't know who they are, they don't know where they are and shit, so they kind of have to bound together to figure out exactly why they're like this, and, you know, and shit like that. It's pretty cool, man. I actually kind of enjoyed that film. Experiment in Torture. It's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's like a abductee / torture X type film. Yeah, it's really what it is. It's nothing, you know, overly new or anything. Expressway to Your Skull. I did a full-length review on this one. This one is actually pretty cool, man. You know, it's more drug-infused type psychologicalness and shit like that. It's pretty cool, man. It's got an interesting premise. I say give it a shot. I enjoyed it. Next up here is Exterminator. This is a Region 2 DVD. I keep it because it is Region 2, and I do have the Blu-ray. In fact, the Snaps Blu-ray is probably one of my most watched Blu-rays in my entire collection. I love this movie so much. I love putting it on late at night. It's great stuff. Extraordinary Tales. This is a pretty interesting anthology, animated anthology film. You know, I got voices from Christopher Lee, Bela Lugosi, and shit like that. Roger Corman, Guillermo del Toro. Good stuff, though, man. This is very interesting. I really enjoyed this. Definitely give this one a shot. Very cool anthology stuff. Exhumed. Speaking of really cool anthologies, this is one that came out in the early 2000s, and it's an interesting one because it says an epic anthology of the undead, and what that means is basically there's like 3 stories in this that take place over about 150 years, dating way back and then kind of going into modern times. Very cool stuff how they did this. I thought it was cool. It's low budget, but, you know, it's interesting. If you can find it, definitely check it out. The Eye from the Pang brothers. Yeah, I love this film, man. It's really good. One of my favorites of 2002. Just love the premise. I've actually never seen the remake, to be honest, but I haven't really heard good things, but I enjoyed The Eye. Which, speaking of The Eye, here's the sequel, which I have not seen yet. I need to give this a shot sometime. I'm just kind of waiting to sit down and watch part 2 and 3 together. I still haven't even seen part 3, so yeah, good stuff. Eyeball from Umberto Lenzi. This is a German DVD release. Fucking awesome film, man. Really sleazy goodness. Great giallo, man. If you like this type of stuff, give it a shot. I think Eyeball is getting released. Someone's releasing it on Blu-ray. I think it might be probably Code Red, which is good because this one definitely needs some more loving. Faces of Schlock, another anthology film. Holy shit, a lot of anthology films on this shelf. Starring Ruby LaRocca. You know what you're getting yourself into here, especially with a title called Faces of Schlock. Boobs and Blood edition. Yeah, this one, I can't remember how many shorts are in this, like 4 or 5 or something. Very, very low budget, just very schlocky and sleazy. You know what you're getting yourself into. Come on, it's Ruby LaRocca. Fade to Black Region 2 DVD. Missed out on the Anchor Bay one years ago. I don't know why I never grabbed it, but it was out of print, so I got this one for, I don't know, something like £3 or £4. It was a good deal. Yeah, Fade to Black, man. One of my favorite films from my born year of 1980. So, yeah, Fade to Black, really good stuff, man. If you've never seen it, check it out. I love that film. Family Demons. This is a Aussie film. I actually did this. I did a full-length review of this film on a Aussie theme week I did a few years back on my channel, where I just reviewed 7 Aussie films in 7 days. I just wanted to kind of pick lower key stuff that people probably hadn't seen, and this was one of them. And it really surprised me, actually. This was directed by a female, Ursula Dambrowski, whatever. I believe she even commented on my video and said thanks for the view and stuff. But I thought this was a really interesting type film, man. Cool stuff, man. Give it a shot. Don't want to get too much in the plot. You guys can check out the review if you want. Family Portraits, a trilogy of America. A trilogy of America. Another great anthology film. Holy shit, the anthologies are everywhere on this shelf. This is awesome stuff, man. Really, this one kind of borderlines horror and drama and kind of combines the two and stuff like that. Yeah, it's about, family problems and things like that. I fucking loved Family Portraits. Give this a shot. It's really, really great stuff. Yes, The Fappening. This one right here is actually based on, I think it even says on the back, yeah, inspired by the August 2014 celebrity cell phone hack. Yeah, if you're not familiar with what that was, it was basically when a bunch of celebrities' phones got hacked and a bunch of their naked, nasty pictures were leaked onto the internet and stuff like that, and that became The Fappening, because people like to jerk off to naked celebrities. I dig Sean Weathers' films for the fact that he always has these political undertones or overtones, however you want to call them, in his films and stuff. But he just, he's so low budget and he's not really the greatest filmmaker in the world. But even though, with that said, he's done some pretty decent stuff. This one right here has a great idea. It's just not executed the greatest, but it's actually pretty bad, but it's very, very kind of entertaining because it's so shitty. But, it's got Rachel Robbins in it. Lloyd Kaufman does a cameo. Joel M. Reed is in this film. Isn't that crazy? That's fucked up. But, yeah, I don't know how the hell he's in this film, but who knows. Farmhouse. Oh, yeah, this is one of these. Was this like a Fangoria? I don't know. But anyways, Farmhouse. This is a really interesting film. Recommended this one to lots of people. You know what? I'm not really going to get into it, but give it a shot. Farmhouse is actually really damn cool. Faust, Love of the Damned. This is a Brian Usna, I guess, remake of Faust. I mean, this film, the story's been done many, many times in the past. It's got Jeffrey Combs in it. This one's pretty good from what I remember. It's been years since I've seen this one. It's like a early 2000 release or something. I can't even remember this one came out, but yeah. Soundtrack on Roadrunner Records. Interesting. You know what that's going to be. Metal. A double feature of Fear and Parents. I keep this one for Fear, of course. Pretty good film. Not bad. Yeah, Ali Sheedy's in this film from The Breakfast Club. That's awesome. And of course, Parents just finally got released on Blu-ray. Vestron. Blu-ray's not actually the greatest looking, to be honest. I won't lie, but... Fear Chamber. This one I have not seen. This was actually a film that was sent to me by accident. I ordered Fear Chamber, the Boris Karloff film, and they sent me this. I eventually ended up getting the Boris Karloff film, but yeah, I don't know what this is all about. It looks really... This is one of those films that always comes up on those, like, 9 or 12 packs and shit. So, you know, it's Mill Creek garbage. Fear Clinic with Robert Englund. I thought this movie was pretty damn cool. It had some pretty interesting stuff going on. Corey Taylor, of course, lead singer of Slipknot, is in this film. Brad Dourif. Pretty cool cast. I actually enjoyed this for what it was. It wasn't phenomenal, but it was pretty decent, though. One I really have never cared for. I actually picked this up used, as you can see. I watched it when it first came out, and I just wanted to revisit a few years ago. Grabbed it for like $1 or something. Still does nothing for me. Really do not care for that film. Fear of Clowns. This is a really bad clown film. Really, really bad shit. But why not keep in the collection, right? Hoarder. Fear of the Dark. Another anthology film. Holy shitballs. This is another animated one too, actually. It's like done in like kind of modern animation. You can see the shit on the back here. It's done like this. Very interesting stuff. Very, very interesting. I can't remember where this comes from. It's like, it's foreign. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen this. It's been such a long time since I've seen this one, but 84 black and white. Yeah, I can't quite remember, but anyways, yeah. Give this one a shot. Fears of the Dark. Cool stuff, man. Really cool stuff. Based on Fears. Fearless Vampire Killers. Roman Polanski. More or less comedy, but it's fun, man. Roman Polanski's such a genius filmmaker. He does so much interesting, fresh and original stuff. Of course, this one has, the late Sharon Tate in it. We all know the story of Sharon Tate. Such a sad story, but yeah, awesome film. Felicia's Journey. This was really good, man. I recommend anything with Bob Hoskins, even Mario Brothers, no. But Felicia's Journey, man, this was pretty cool, man. Bob Hoskins is just, he's good in everything. You can play such a good guy, or you play such a menacing bad guy. Fuck, it's good shit, man. Good shit. Felt. This is the second movie from, what's his name, Jason Bachner. When I first watched Felt, I wasn't digging it as much as the second time I watched it, because I knew I needed to rewatch this one, and I got into it a lot more the second time around. His films definitely are not for everybody. They're almost like reality type films. They're shot like that, with the movie camera and stuff, like with the movie camera, with the moving type camera. It's the way he films things is kind of an expression of, reality and stuff. Fucking cool film though. I enjoyed it. The Ferryman, kind of like boat horror about this crazy ass ferryman. Shit, it's been a while since I've seen it, but yeah, boat shit. Good stuff. Fido, an instant classic. You know what, man? I really enjoyed Fido. I thought Fido was actually quite funny and, fresh and original. I like the whole idea of, using zombies as servants and stuff. Being able to train zombies, kind of put, doing a little bit of the lighter side of a zombie apocalypse and stuff. Interesting premise. Pretty fun. Don Dohler's Fiend. Oh, I love this movie. This is such a good film from, I believe, 1980. Don Dohler did this one in. Good shit, man. Good shit. It's low budget, but really, really fun. Next up, Final Destination. I never upgraded any of these Final Destination films. I don't upgrade. I don't know why. Maybe when they stop officially making these and they put out a box set, I'll buy the box set on Blu-ray. But Final Destination, fun film. More or less a kind of a ripoff of Soul Survivors from the early 80s. I know a lot of people probably don't know this, but there's a film called Soul Survivor from the early, I can't remember when it came out, and it basically has the exact same premises of this film. Now, I know the writers of this film have been actually informed of this, and they claim that they've never seen or heard of that movie before, but you can't help notice the similarities in the story. It's pretty interesting. I mean, it definitely could happen where you could write a story exactly the same as someone else. It's pretty interesting, though, how close the stories actually are. But yeah, I know a lot of people don't know that, but Final Destination, I believe we talked about it on the podcast when we did this franchise, but still, nevertheless, still a good film. I like Final Destination 1. Part 2, probably like even more. I think this one's actually insane. I think the road action in this one is just fucking insane. It's insane. It's so crazy. Part 3, of course, with the roller coaster, which to me is kind of a scares me to death, actually. I'm scared of heights and stuff, so that's kind of gets me. But, nonetheless, still pretty fun film. Finally, The Final Destination, which is part 4. You know what, man? This movie is really not great at all. The whole racetrack thing, it's just kind of a bad film. It feels forced, and the kills aren't overly the greatest in this one. It's bad character. I don't know. Everything about that was not great. But they redeemed themselves in part 5. Not only I thought this movie had some pretty decent kills in it, which is kind of what the Final Destination franchise is all about, killing off people in very unique ways, which you're always going to get. But this one actually changed the story up a little bit in the third act, and it brought kind of a new fresh twist on the Final Destination story. So that was interesting. I really hope, apparently they are going to make another one, so hopefully that'll come out soon. The Final Girls, horror comedy, PG-13. This one definitely could have benefited from being rated R for sure. It's still a fun film, but it honestly doesn't have that much replay value for myself, but it's not bad though. I didn't mind it. Final Girl, from the same year, Final Girl and Final Girls. Like, this happens every year where there's always multiple films released with the same titles. It's ridiculous. This one is utterly pure shit. I picked this one up because it was super cheap at Walmart one time, just on a whim. Yeah, not good. Not good. Fingerprints, highly recommend this film. This is one that I hear absolutely no one talk about. Pretty damn cool film. Won't get into it, but just check it out. It's awesome. You can kind of tell what it's by just by the cover. Flatliners, yeah, I put it in the horror section, why not? Kiefer Sutherland, good shit, man. I always like the premise of this. I heard there's a remake coming out of this pretty quick. Yeah. Flesh for the Inferno by Richard Griffin, one of my favorite indie directors, if not my favorite guy right now. This guy does so many fresh, awesome films. This is basically a love letter to Lucio Fulci, so if you're like me and love Italian cinema, Lucio Fulci is actually my favorite director of all time. And this is very much what you're going to get with this film. It's from the music to the gore to the story, everything. It's a huge love letter. Awesome. Loved it. I did a full-length review of that one, too. Flight of the Living Dead. You know what? This movie's fun as hell. It sounds ridiculous. Flight of the Living Dead, zombies on a plane. But then again, we had snakes on a plane, too, so why not zombies? So, yeah, pretty fun. Flowers in the Attic, V.C. Andrews, based off the V.C. Andrews book. When did this one come out? 87 or 8? I think it's 1987 this one came out in. Pretty fun film. I enjoy it. PG-13. It's okay. I remember from my childhood. It was pretty fun. The South Korean film Flu from 2013. I think this one came out in. I believe it was Jeremy's NES Rulers 22's favorite film of that year. Awesome film, though. Really good infection type film. Cool story. Check it out. Flu Birds, not a bad film. Yeah, it's okay. I kind of like this cover for some reason. It's interesting. The Fly, David Cronenberg. I have not, checked the features to the Blu-ray. I do have this on Blu-ray too, so I just have it in the collection still because of that. But yeah, The Fly is classic. We all know that. The Fly 2, and the whole Fly franchise is getting a Blu-ray box set pretty quick here, which is really damn cool. So, which I have all the original Fly films in the original box set that came out, which is up in the box set. So, yeah, Fly 2, pretty fun. I've always enjoyed the Fly 2, actually. Followed Home. This is, man, I'm just totally blanking on this film right now. Oh yeah, about the group of people that go out to the mountain. They go on a vacation and they witness a murder, and then they have to fight for their lives because the murder is after them now and stuff. I remember not being too bad. Yeah, I can't quite comment too much on that one. Sorry, guys. Forced Entry. Basically, what this film is here, this is a hardcore porno slasher. I did say that. Hardcore porno slasher. If you're into porno, and I mean hardcore, full penetration, cum shots, everything. You guys get the picture. Mixed with a slasher, this is what it is. It's from 1970. Sean Costello's Forced Entry. This one actually was remade, I believe, later in the 70s too, which is not a hardcore picture, but this is like a home invasion / rape porno slasher. It's fucked up, man. It's a really fucked up film. You just don't see shit like this too often. I picked this one up at Wasteland. It's good. I did a full-length review for this one, so you guys can check it out, but it's pretty much all you need to know. If you like porno and slashers, yeah, it is what it is. Force of Death by the Pang Brothers again. I like the Pang Brothers stuff, man. This was pretty cool too, man, actually. Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. That was pretty good. Forever Evil, very, very cheesy flick. This is released by VCI. This is the 2-disc version. You can get this in one of those double packs too, those Scream Theater double packs also. Yeah, this one is cheesy, man. Like I said, it's cheesy. This edition comes with the 2 different cuts, but from '87. It's pretty fun, though. It's not great, but it's fun. Forgive Me for Raping You. Yes, I have a film called Forgive Me for Raping You, and only one person could have directed this film, and that person is Bill Sabub. I actually bought this directly from him at Wasteland a couple years back, and he's a nice guy. He just really, his films suffer from not being cut down. This one runs about 105 minutes. Really, really way too long. This movie could have been done in under an hour. It's very repetitive. It's basically about this priest going around raping people and asking for forgiveness. It's like the same scene with a different girl over and over again. It's ridiculous, but it's uncut. Yeah, thank me for raping you. Oh my god, fuck. The Forgotten with Julianne Moore. Not a bad film. Not really the biggest fan of it, but you know, it's not a bad film though. The Forsaken, more or less, kind of like a teen vampire type film. Not really my thing. I get a little, you know, sometimes they work for me, sometimes they don't. Terrifying, the sexiest vampire movie since The Lost Boys. Okay, I hate those quotes, man. Those are fucking stupid. But yeah, anyways, you guys get the picture. Fort Doom with Billy Drago, my favorite actor in the world. Big shout out to Derek. I know he's laughing right now. With Debbie Rochon. Fort Doom is a film set, I believe, in the Civil War times, like 1867 or 70, whatever it is. And yeah, it's like a slasher type film, but this one has such problems in it. Like, I was watching the film and I remember seeing a scene where this guy's wearing these jeans and I was like, wait a minute, I swear to God, jeans weren't invented until after the Civil War, like these type of jeans. Sure as shit, they weren't invented for like 20 more years and they're like in the film, but if you're gonna make a film like this, try to get your shit straight. You know, don't put in like, it's like making a movie like this and having tattoos on people. It just doesn't fucking make sense, but the jeans was bugging me. It's really low budget and pretty bad though. This is the first release of Found. You guys probably all know it from the other release, but this is still actually sealed. And here, the macabre release of Found. This is like the limited edition indie release of it. So it got a wider release with this one. I love this movie. One of my favorites. I think it's great. It's nasty. It's nasty and it's just nasty. I love it though. It's great. It's like a big shout out to, you know, the director's such a horror fan. You know, pretty good stuff. The Found Footage Festival, Short Films Volume 1 live in Brooklyn. Pretty cool stuff, man. You know, this one's got a bunch of short films on it, ranging from bad to good, you know, kind of thing. But they're fun to watch, especially you throw this shit on with a bunch of friends, having some beers and shit. It's pretty cool. It's like watching a trailer compilation. You guys know my love for those. 4 Stories of St. Julian. This one is more of like it's like a thriller horror film, all set on an elevator. I love these films that are all set on elevators. It's kind of a cool premise to me, man. It's freaky, man, because it involves heights and, you know, you're isolated, you're confined, you know, it's very claustrophobic. Shit like that. It's cool, man. Cool. Oh, this is sad, actually. The Frailty with Bill Paxton. Rest in peace to Bill Paxton. What a fucking tragedy that is. Bill Paxton, one of the most probably loved people around Hollywood and indie films and just beloved actors of all time, really. Bill Paxton just didn't have a bad bone in his body and passed away from complications of heart surgery. But this is honestly one of my favorite films from Bill Paxton. Is The Frailty. It's such an amazing film. You know, he even got 2 thumbs up from Roper and Ebert there. But yeah, it deserves it. It's a fantastic film from 2002. Original Frankenstein Legacy Collection. I love these editions. They're awesome. Just keep them around. Getting into some Frankenstein. These things are not necessarily in alphabetical. It's just a Frankenstein part of the collection. What I have on DVD, I have all the other Universal films and pretty much all the Hammer Frankenstein films, other places in the collection. So here's one of them though, Hammer film, Revenge of Frankenstein. Love that film. Love it. Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell, another Hammer film. Good stuff. I've always enjoyed that one too. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein from the 90s with Robert De Niro. I'm actually not a big fan of this movie. I've never really cared for this one. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. It's not bad, but Frankenstein from 2000, what was this, 15. This is a good one, man. This is a really interesting modern take on the Frankenstein story. I highly recommend this one. It's really good. This is the Canadian edition. I know the American artwork is a lot better. This is just horrible. That looks like a 90s film right there. 90s cover. Frankenstein. This is one with William Hurt and Donald Sutherland. This is actually a pretty interesting take on the Frankenstein story. Then we got Stuck in Together. The fuck am I? Frankenstein, the True Story. This is a 70s TV film that is fucking long. It's like 3.5 hours with Jane Seymour in it. Yeah, it's just crazy long story interpretation of it. Frankenstein, this is interesting. This is the one with Parker Posey and Michael Madsen, directed by the dude, what's his name? Marcus Nispel, the guy that directed Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. Yeah, and produced by Scorsese. Isn't that crazy? Pretty interesting flick right there. Frankenstein 80, this is a Cheesy Flicks edition, so kind of like a gray market DVD, but of a pretty low budget film. I think from 1970 or 72 or something like that. Yeah, Frankenstein. Roger Corman's Frankenstein Unbound from 1990, I think. Yeah, with John Hurt. Cool stuff. The Frankenstein Theory, found footage, Frankenstein. I really wanted to like this film. I like the premise of it. I thought it was pretty fun. It's just, it doesn't really overly deliver that much, but it's okay. It's not terrible. Terror Frankenstein. This, I believe, is a Swedish film. This is a Swedish take on the Frankenstein story. I believe so. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but it's been a while, so. And we got Victor Frankenstein. I still have not even watched this one. I just haven't even taken the top off, so I still need to check this out. Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah, so I guess that kind of ends the Frankenstein stuff that's in here in this part of the collection anyways. Got tons more Frankenstein films. Frankenfish, surprisingly a really good sci-fi type film. Really actually entertaining. This is one of the better ones, man. It's got really cool effects. CG mixed with practical, but the Frankenfishes look awesome. They're awesome. Frankenhooker Region 2 DVD. Keep it because it is Region 2, and yeah, I've got this on Blu-ray and other copies of it, so yeah, of course. Frankenweenie, Tim Burton's fun. It's fun stuff, the remake of his short film. Freddy vs. Jason. Yeah, we all know Freddy vs. Jason. I like it. It's not great, but it's fun. Todd Browning's Freaks, speaking of classic films. Todd Browning's Freaks. I got a question for y'all. Does this film belong in a top 100 horror films of all times list? I only ask you because we've been arguing about this one for a while, and I think that it, based on its history and lots of things, that it really honestly does. But I love this film, man. Freaks is amazing. And then it's really tragic remake, Freak Show. Oh my god, this movie is so fucking bad. I mean, it tries to be hard, kind of like the first one and stuff, but it just fails on so many. Oh, it's an epic fail. It's bad. Next up are the Friday the 13th, the deluxe editions. I used to have all the original Paramount releases, but then I picked up the box set, which actually is right behind me. You know, that Manhattan to Crystal Lake to Manhattan one. So once I grabbed that box set, I actually got rid of the original Paramount ones, gave them to my buddy. And then, of course, I went out and got all these deluxe edition ones, and then the Blu-ray set came out, and I've got that too, so it's just ridiculous. Way too many editions of Friday the 13th. But yeah, we've all seen these. I picked these all up randomly new, so I only have like one with a slipcover. So whatever. Part 2, and of course I got part 3, the 3D one with the slipcover, so I paid like a couple bucks for each one of these. I just more or less wanted them because they are Friday films, and but I'm glad I don't have the original ones anymore because it's just too much. But yeah, so Friday 7, yeah. Oh, here's another one with lenticular. Oh, Friday 8. Jason Goes to Hell. Of course, this one has the unrated version, which is not on the fucking Blu-ray set, which is insane. I guess they're trying to actually release it now on Blu-ray, so which I figured was going to happen. So yeah. Jason 10. Such an abomination. And Friday the 13th remake has a really good first 25 minutes, and after that it kind of falters and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, this one actually probably has the longest opening scene ever in a film, 25 minutes before the credits roll. That's incredible. I swear there is no longer one. There can't be. But Friday the 13th, the remake, yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Moving along here, we've got The Frighteners. This is the theatrical cut. I basically keep this as one of my favorite movies of all time. I love The Frighteners. And then the director's cut with the awesome cover art here. I do have the Blu-ray, which has also different cover art, and it has both for cuts of the film too. So, yeah, it's just kind of the hoarder in me. I like the Frighteners, so never got rid of them. Frightmare, low budget slasher film. God, it's been a while since I've seen this one too. I can't even quite remember it, but yeah, it looks pretty low budget, man. Fright Night, the classic Fright Night. Yeah, I can't wait for that, the Blu-ray to come. I think it's Eureka that's released in the UK. Pretty cool stuff, man. I have found out that the You're So Cool Brewster documentary that they're putting on the Blu-ray is actually just the standard version or cut of the documentary. It's not the full length. It's just going to be covering Fright Night. Where if you get the actual full length version of it, it'll cover part 2. It's like a 4-hour documentary, or 3.5 hours. So you're getting just part 1 documentary with that Blu-ray. So just a heads up, if you think you're getting the whole thing, you're not. So I still need to actually pre-order that one. Fright Night 2 is a bootleg, which was kind of funny because I actually bought this off a seller who was selling it as the original, hard to find out of print, and sent me a bootleg, of course. Yeah, it is what it is. It's actually, the bootleg's really fucking well done. Like, it looks amazing. It's crazy how well that thing looks, man. Fright Night Remake. I hate this film, and it's not because I have such a love for the original one. This one's just, I hate the casting in this film. I hate Colin Farrell. I couldn't stand, even though he's a big fan of Fright Night, which I do respect and stuff, but having fucking, what's his face, that geek boy in it. Oh, I can't even remember, man. What the hell is that dude's name? You know who I'm talking about. You guys know who I'm talking about. Yeah. You guys know. Anyways, I can't remember the guy's name, but yeah, don't really care for it. From the Dark. I love this one. Thought it was really good. Really good modern horror. Good stuff, man. Creepy, atmospheric and stuff. From Hell. Put it in the horror collection, I guess. Johnny Depp, Heather Graham, Jack the Ripper stuff. Good stuff. From Dusk Till Dawn. DVD. I actually forgot this was still in here. I do have the Blu-ray of this. I'm pretty sure the Blu-ray has the documentary on it, which... the Full Tilt Boogie. I think it's on there. I'm not 100% sure. This is the 2-disc one with it on there, so I'll have to check into that. Part 2, more or less a remake of the first one, just kind of a different story, more or less. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty fun, though, actually, to be honest. And then Part 3, Hangman's Daughter. This one's kind of like a Western horror film. It's good, though, man. I enjoy it for what it is. I know a lot of people never talk about these sequels because the first one is such a bona fide classic, and, you know, it just seems like... it's just hard to follow up, but I actually kind of enjoy the sequels. They're pretty fun. Frostbitten, Swedish vampire film shot, you know, in the cold area of Sweden. Fucking fun, man. Really fun film. Frozen, Adam Green's Frozen. This is probably, without a question, Adam Green's best film. Even though his Hatchet films are awesome, we all love those. Spiral's really good too, but this is probably his best made film. This is like a kind of a mature type film to make. If you've never seen Frozen, check it out. It's just one of those films that just feels like it's impending doom the whole fucking time. It's crazy. Fubar Volume 1. This is a mixtape made by, if you guys remember, a YouTuber by the name of The Tattooed Doorman. He's always been one of my favorite YouTubers. I was good buddies with him. We did horror reviews together, and we used to talk all the time, personally and stuff. He made this mixtape. This is really nasty shit. It's got, well, it actually has shit in it. People shitting, real death, like decapitations. It's just a whole pile of real shit. This is not for everybody. In fact, I've even made videos where I've never even posted on YouTube, like reaction videos with my friends and stuff, and it's fucking hilarious. Like, oh my god, like people are just absolutely appalled by what they were seeing. It was crazy. So pretty awesome. I think I still have one of the videos I should upload sometime, but you know what you're getting yourself into with this one, just by that description. It's pretty fucking hard to watch. Funeral Home, William Freud. This one needs a good release sometime in the future, man. All the transfers of Funeral Home are shitty, but one of my favorite directors. I love William Freud. Funland. Not really what you're getting by the cover of the film. It's kind of overrated, to be honest. This one's such a strange film. It's oddly entertaining, but very strange. You have to check it out for yourself. Funny Games remake. I still need to get the original one. I really enjoy this remake, to be honest. At first, I didn't really care for it. It kind of grew on me. It's nasty, but yeah, I got to get the original one. Funny Man, talked about this one in my 1990 What episode 1, I believe. Such a strange film from the UK. Pretty much about like a killer jester. It's pretty fucked up, man. It's a horror comedy with really dark comedy and shit. Check it out. I've talked about that film enough. Future Justice from Richard Griffin, another Richard Griffin film on the shelf. I still haven't checked this one out. It's more of like a sci-fi action type film, whatever. It's in the collection because it's Richard Griffin. He mostly does horror films, so. But I still need to check that one out, which I don't know why I haven't. Gallowalkers, I still haven't finished this film. I watched about half of it and it was pretty bad. I didn't turn it off because it was like horrible, even though it was pretty fucking bad. I got sidetracked, so I never actually finished it. But Gangsters, Guns, and Zombies, this one sucks too. I don't know what it was about this film, but I just fucking hated it, man. Ugh, I don't know. Terrible film. The Gate. Oddly enough, I got my Blu-ray in today of The Gate, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, The Gate, here's the platinum release of it, from way back in the day. The Gate 2, hopefully someday will get its rightful deserve of a Blu-ray. I'm sure it'll get released sometime, but who knows? I'm not really too sure. Well, it says Alliance put this out. I don't know who actually owns this right now. I'm sure someone's screaming it. Gator Bait, awesome rape revenge film, man. Really, really fun stuff. Highly recommend it. And the lackluster Gator Bait 2, even though it's very, very entertaining, it's pretty good shit. Definitely not as good as the first one, but it's entertaining. Double feature of the Giant Gila Monster and Killer Shrews. Fun shit, man. I watched both these films one time back to back on an airplane. I don't know. It was just fun to watch. It's cool. Ginger Snaps Unleashed, which is Ginger Snaps 2. Yeah, man. I enjoy it, man. I actually enjoy all the Ginger Snaps films. Of course, I've got part 1 on Blu-ray. Just got rid of the DVD, actually, the other day. Ginger Snaps Back, which is the third one. It's like a prequel. Interesting. Not as good as the first 2, but it's still pretty interesting stuff. It's cool that, you know, they were all in these films. Catherine Isabelle and Emily Perkins stuff, so. Girl House. Awesome slasher film. Really enjoyed this one. Yeah, man, I can't say enough good things about this one, honestly. It's more or less a surprise to me. I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to be as good, liking as much as I did. This one actually has Slain, you know, the rapper from Boston in it, as the killer lover boy. Yeah, good stuff. Girls Gone Dead. I picked this one up at Hollywood Video. I was like, oh my god, it looks terrible. This movie had me in stitches, man. I was pissing myself. Funny ass shit, man. Actually way better than it looks. It looks so bad. That cover is horrible. But Jerry Lawler, I think he plays a cop in this film. Leanna Quigley's in it. Ron Jeremy. Beetlejuice right there. Oh my god, dude. But it's pretty fun, man. It's gory. It's fun. I had a blast with it. The Ghost. Still need to check this out. I was going to review this on the 31 Days of Horror and I never got around to it, so I need to check out this. Yeah, that's a sequel. And Ghost Lake. I remember this one being pretty average at best. Yeah, Ghost Lake. Ghost Ship. You know, I actually enjoy this film a lot more than I used to. I used to think it was the best scene was the opening scene. It's kind of hard to top though, even with all the CG and stuff. But it's pretty good actually. The film's not bad. Ghost Son, Lamberto Bava's later work. Pretty cool stuff. I actually really enjoyed this film. It's one I really don't hear anyone talk about. The Ghost of Edendale. I did a review for this way back in the day on a different review channel. It's pretty good. It's got its moments and stuff. Yeah, from the makers of The Last Broadcast. Actually, it was okay. Ghost of Mars. It's okay. You know, I actually have fun with this one. It's not like the best Carpenter film in the world, but it's okay. Ghouls, complete and utter shit. It's horrible. Fucking terrible film. Ghoulies 3, Ghoulies Go to College. Oh my god, this movie is just, it's so fucking bad. It's amazing. It's one of those so bad it's good films. It's just crazy. And Ghoulies 4, again, really not great, but super fun. I have the first 2 on Blu-ray, of course. Giallo from Argento with Adrian Brody. I think wasn't he suing them or something? He didn't want this movie to come out or some shit. I can't remember the whole story of this. It's not really the greatest Argento film. Some of his later stuff is pretty bad. The Giant Spider Invasion. Awesome film, man. I absolutely love this film. Check out my top 10 spider films. Yeah, good shit. And what am I doing? We're doing Giallo here. Here we are. Glass Trap, killer ant film, super low budget, fun stuff. I think I reviewed it on Body Bags. Nah, Food of the Gods Part 2, super fun. Reviewed this on one of my killer rat theme weeks. I think on the first one. Fun stuff. Gnome Alone with Vern Troyer. Absolutely horrible film, but so much fun. I love this film. It's fucking hilarious. Just terrible. Terrible shit. Goblin. Yeah, I'm thinking this is the really bad one. I can't fucking remember this movie, man, for the life of me. I don't know. It is what it is. God of Vampires. Kind of dug this film. It wasn't too bad. It's the midnight releasing film. Interesting. It's like an Asian, like, action type vampire. It's weird. It's such a weird film. Godsent with Robert De Niro. Not a bad film. And we got The Golem from Kino. This is the 1920 silent film. I think it's 1920. Yeah, very cool stuff. For 1920, that's amazing. The Good Son, more of a thriller, I guess. Not even sure why this is in here, but Good Son with Macaulay Culkin. I enjoy this film. Elijah Wood's in this one. Good stuff. Good Night Mommy, back-to-back asshole kid films. I guess. I don't know. Not really. Good Night Mommy is a pretty I guess not. This is not Killer Kids, but Good Night Mommy. I actually really enjoyed, man. I heard some people say it was pretty predictable, but you know, I thought it was pretty good. Gorgasm, 1990 shot on video stuff. Fucking awesome. Really fun. Gordica from the same director. It's like a sequel. It's more or less like a necromantic ripoff in a sense. It's kind of the same thing. Gore Horror. Just the best title ever. More shot on video stuff. Later on, this one, I think 1990, 94, 95, something like that. Good stuff. All from SRS. Check out this one. I need to check out his first film. I think it's Dead Silence from like 89 or something like that. Goth, Asian serial killer film. Pretty cool stuff. I enjoyed that one. Gothic from Ken Russell, who actually, yeah, he directed The Devils, which was up here. I talked about this one a couple of videos ago. Amazing film. He did this one too, Gothic. Awesome. I enjoy this. I heard a lot of people say they don't care for it. Maybe a little too slow and artsy. I don't know. Gothica with Holly Berry. I'm not really a big fan of this film, to be honest. Grabbers. I am a big fan of this movie. I think this movie and the premise is absolutely hilarious. Being intoxicated and that's the way you survive. You know, being based in Ireland is the funniest premise alive, in my opinion. It's hilarious. Grace, very surprisingly good. Creepy, fucking, just awesome film, actually. Grave Halloween, still have not watched that yet. Looks terrible. Grave Encounters, awesome. Awesome found footage film. Yeah, really good stuff. I think everyone knows about Grave Encounters. I still need to watch the sequel. Here's part 2. Still need to check that one out. We got The Graveyard, very low budget stuff. I think this is released by Lionsgate too. Yeah, Lionsgate was releasing a lot of these films in the 2000s that are just really low budget shit, man. I don't know what the fuck's up Lionsgate. Graveyard Shift with the horrendous cover art. Love this movie, man. Would love to see a great release of this one too. Big fan of Graveyard Shift. One of my favorite Stephen King adaptations. The Green Inferno, Eli Roth. Yeah, it's decent. Not really a big favorite of mine at all. Some of the most annoying and just can't stand a lot of the characters in this film. Gore's really good. Not really the greatest film, you know, but I think Eli Roth, he could do better than that. The Green Slime. Good shit, man. Good fucking fun. From the director of Godzilla. Yeah. Right there. Good shit. Greenskeeper, slasher at a golf course. That's exactly all you need to know. It's pretty fun, low budget shit. Gremlins 2. I should probably just grab the Blu-ray of this. It's always around for super cheap, but yeah, of course I got the first one on Blu-ray. Not really a big fan of Gremlins 2, to be honest. Campfire Tales, which I have this one just for Kiss Daddy Goodbye. I have Campfire Tales in a different edition too. I think this edition actually looks better, to be honest, but yeah, good stuff. And we got double feature here, Sinister, House of Carnage, low budget stuff. You know, it is what it is. The Grudge 2 Steelbook, not really a big fan of it. The Guest, I absolutely love this film. It's fantastic. Everyone needs to check that out. And finally, from this shelf, battery's running out. Gut Pile, shot on video, killer scarecrow stuff. And that is going to do it for shelf number 6. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Video is super long, so leave comments down below. And as usual, peace out, homies. Yeah.